Hey guys, it's Maria here. Welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to show you how to come into Recline Heroes Pose, a pose that I don't teach in public classes because a lot of people have knee issues. So if you have knee issues, this may be a pose that you may want to stay away from. But I like to do it and I want to show you how to do it in case you're interested. So I come into Thunderbolt pose, bring my hands to the floor, and then take the feet away from each other, giving myself enough space so that I can lower my hips to the floor. If your hips are not going to the floor, don't force it. You can sit on a block and that's it. You may need to stay there and that's fine. Just stay in regular hero's pose. Make sure that your toes are pointing back in the same direction that your knees are facing. And if that feels comfortable for you, tops of the feet on the floor. So I'm going to turn around so you can see me from the side. So yes, knees together, feet out to the sides. And I had a little issue there with the plank. The planks in the boardwalk were uneven and it was hurting my knees. So I needed to find a nice place that I can actually do the pose without hurting myself. So as you come into that pose, bring your hands to your feet, start to bend your elbows, and bring the elbows to the floor. And notice how that feels. If you can comfortably get here, then go ahead and lower further. If you are not comfortable here, you may need support, maybe blocks or a bolster, something under your back so that you don't go any further. But if you can comfortably get there, continue to lower yourself all the way down. You can reach the arms back behind you as well and hold on to opposite elbows and then switch sides after a few breaths. Now notice how your low back is doing. Is the lifting really high from the ground? Are you lifting so that you have a really big curve in the low back? You don't want that big curve in the low back. You want the back to soften against the floor like it naturally would if you were laying back. Maybe a tiny curve, a little more than if you were naturally laying back. But you definitely don't want the huge curve back there. So this pose really stretches the quads, the front of your legs. And it also really stretches the knees. So, as I said before, if you have any knee issues, you do not want to do this pose. And I don't really think kids should be doing this pose either because although I used to sit like this as a kid all the time and it was fine, but I've heard that there are issues with kids sitting in this pose. Then when you are done with it, bring your elbows to the floor, push yourself up, and come back to your seated hero's pose. I like to walk my hands forward and do a little counter stretch and then come back up into table. Extend your right leg back behind you, toes tuck under, a little rocking back and forth to stretch out through the back of that leg. And then switch sides, doing the same thing with the left leg. And that is hero's pose. Let me know how it feels for you if you practice it. And if you don't practice, let me know why you don't practice. I love to hear that from you. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and to share.